and roll. Here we go. Gonna rock this town, rock it inside out. Gonna rock this town, make it sweet and shout. Rock this town, really big and hard.
Good evening, everybody. Welcome to This Is Rock and Roll. You've just heard the sounds of the Just Nuts Band, and now from WBOX Radio, we have Mr. Dennis Dion Nardone.
And welcome to another edition of This Is Rock and Roll. My name's Dennis Dion Nardone, and tonight, once again, one of my favorite entertainers, a legitimate rock and roll star. He's from the area, actually from Brooklyn, but he's been in the Bronx for the last 30, 40 years. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome my man, Jose Pepe Cardona. Pepe, let me shake your hand hello. Nice to see you again here on the show. This is Rock and Roll, because you are, you know I say it a million times, a legitimate rock and roll star. Anyone that had a top song nationwide, 1970, toured with all the big bands of the 60s and 70s.
Yep.
You are a rock star, and I want people to know that. They think you, oh, Pepe, you know, even around you with Alive and Kickin. They know the song, but you're a legitimate rock star. And welcome to the show. So how is Alive and Kickin doing, by the way?
Alive and Kickin's doing great.
And how's Pepe doing?
I'm
still kicking.
Still going strong.
How many years are you in the business now? Didn't you celebrate a T-shirt or something that said 50 years?
Yeah, 50 years.
Yeah.
50th anniversary.
That's great.
50th anniversary last year, this year, 69, when we actually recorded Tighter and Tighter, and next year when it was actually released, and it became a top 10 hit.
Now, you, of course, we were just discussing some new things in your life right now, and it's always nice to be fresh. You know, I was telling you we had your partner there. I'll call him your partner, Tommy James, on the show, my radio show yesterday, and he talked about how you got to do different things. And I don't know if you heard his new album, but he's got some like dance music, up-to-date type of stuff. And so I would think, you know, when you're around all these years, you got to think of a couple of different ideas. So we're going to talk about that as we go on. But let's go back to the early days of Pepe. Of course, you're from Brooklyn, as I mentioned. And where'd you grow up in the world of Brooklyn?
Oh, it was, well, I actually started in Bedford-Stuyvesant, and then moved up to Sheepshead Bay. And all the bands were congregating in the Midwood section of Brooklyn.
What years we're talking about? 63, 64?
No, 65, 66, 67. That all led up to Alive and Kickin in 1968. That's where I actually formed Alive and Kickin in 68.
1968, Alive and Kickin, formed and born in Brooklyn. And let's tell everybody the story again. We just mentioned Tommy James, how he comes into the equation and into your life and into your band, to tell everybody how he developed Tighter and Tighter, and it became your song. And let's start the whole thing. Yeah, tell everybody you're doing another song.
Okay, that was pretty cool, because there were these hullabaloo clubs that sprung up around that time. In 1968, there was even a show on TV called the Hullabaloo Show. And
that's with the girls with white boots, right?
Yeah, right, yeah.
Sitting on the different shelves.
Yeah, you know, the go-go girls.
Yeah.
So in Brooklyn, there was this Hullabaloo Club, which was around the Coney Island Avenue area, and we somehow managed to get Tommy James to come see the band there. And he loved
Did he have hits out yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Oh, yeah, sure. Because this was right around 67, 68. Okay. And he had already had, you know, all these, like, platinum. I went up to his apartment in Manhattan, And he already had all these gold and silver albums
Yeah,
and platinum. He was a legitimate rock star then, by that time, that's for sure.
Yeah, I think Hanky Panky was a big hit around that time.
Yeah, I think it was even past that.
Yeah, because that was a big dance song in the summer on the beach. But anyway, okay, so he gave you this song to start recording and start rehearsing.
Right, that was Crystal Blue Persuasion.
Crystal Blue Persuasion, right. And you guys, your band was rehearsing it, and you were ready to go to record it, if I remember.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And there was a knock on the door in the basement. Tommy James says, hold it, guys.
Yeah.
But go ahead, so finish the story.
All right, well, he decided to record it himself.
Yes.
And unfortunately...
and that must have been a real bummer. You were like, why? Man, a great song, we had it going, and you just...
Yeah.
But he says, wait, I got something else. So
well, but you know what? He didn't really have anything else yet.
Really?
No. He said he would come up with something.
Oh, okay.
And, after seeing all those gold albums and silver and everything, I didn't think he would really come up with something.
Okay.
And it took quite a while, like 6 or 7 months,
really?
Before he actually came down with the song called Tighter and Tighter, which he thought was much better suited for us anyway, because we were a girl and a boy. So, I was the boy.
No, figured that out.
And so he said, yeah, there's a girl part, I got to show you nobody else before you. And then there's a boy part. I want you touching my soul now, honey, don't you let go. So, it worked out pretty good. And we recorded it and brought it up to Roulette Records. Morris Levy loved the song. He said, sign them up.
Just like that.
Yep.
All right, let me take a step back first. Because you mentioned girl, boy, male, female voice in the band. Before you got your big hit and you were playing at the clubs and things like that. What songs were you doing? Were you doing like Janis Joplin stuff, or were you doing a Sly and the Family Stone, something where they had? What kind of music were you singing back then?
I'll tell you the truth. We were doing songs like pull a string and I'll wink at you. I'm your puppet.
Really? So you're doing more pop stuff then?
I think it's so groovy now that people are finally getting together. I think it's wonderful. Yeah, things like that.
All right, listen, we got some videos of you, and let's go to the first one. And what is our first one? Tighter and Tighter? Is that what we're going to show?
Well, I believe it's Tighter and Tighter
okay.
with Tommy James.
Okay. All right, let's go to the videos, go to the monitor. Here is our good friend Pepe, a legitimate rock star, and let's watch the monitor here with the video with Alive and Kickin. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone, and the name of the show is This is Rock and Roll, and so happy to be here because we have a legitimate rock star here in the house tonight, and of course he's from Alive and Kickin. That's the band. You know him. He's been playing all over the Bronx for so many years. Out in the summertime, he's in every park. He's been in every venue, and he's a great guy. Everybody loves him. The band is great. His voice is still great. And again, a big hit back in 1970. And Pepe, that's a great video. We're going to show a couple more. But you always play in the summer. What do you got coming up for the summer? You got anything?
Yeah, I have a lot of concerts coming up. In about 2 weeks, we're playing, first of all, we're playing Mother's Day at the Eastwood Manor, which is, we've been doing that for 15 years now.
Really?
Did you believe that? Yeah. And that's a lot of fun. I do my Phantom of the Opera act, and I'll be debuting a couple of original tunes that I've been working on now in a new CD, and that's going to be fun. And we'll be at Silver Lake, which I know you will be
In Harrison, New York.
in Harrison on July 2nd. That's the July 4th weekend. July 2nd at Silver Lake in West Harrison, and then on the 3rd in Long Beach. For all Long Island fans, we always play in front of like 200 or 300 people in Long Beach. And that's
Well, you got a great crowd up in Silver Lake too. You're up there for a couple
Oh
of
yeah. It's always good too.
And,
we'll be playing the Tiki Bar in Rye.
Oh,
The
okay.
day after the first day of summer. I think it's a prime date. Saturday, June 22nd.
Okay, June 22nd. And then following that is July 17th, which is my outdoor birthday concert in downtown Harrison, New York by the train station.
Yep.
And you will make an appearance, right? You promised me that?
You bet. I'll be in Detroit the previous 12 days, and I'm flying in that morning. And you have my word that night I will
Okay.
appear.
And the Just Nuts Band will be there. Barbara Harris will be there from the Toys. So we're going to have a full scale of stars and to celebrate my birthday. July 17th, ladies and gentlemen, 6:30 to 9:30, downtown Harrison, New York, right up the road. All right, let's go back to your rock years. Tighter and Tighter's out. And it's going up the scale. It's going up. It's moving. It's number 30. It's number 20, and it's moving up. And it's being played by all the DJs across the country. And now everybody wants to hear you. They want to see you. Where did you start? I mean, did you go to Philadelphia? Did you go to Wisconsin? Did you go to California? Talking about California, that's where you took the picture of the album.
Right.
You guys decided to jump in the Pacific Ocean.
Yeah. Our publicity agent said, "Hey, you know what? Let's go out to Big Sur, and we'll take pictures of you guys on the beach. All right." So he said, "You know what? I think it would be great. Go into the water, okay, and then come out, and I'll take a picture of you." And he said, "Yeah, but we don't have our bathing suits." No. Go in with your clothes. And so we just came in, and we're like, and the waves are crashing all around us in our clothes.
Yeah.
And that was the picture.
That was a picture of the album that
The
came out
album,
in 1970. And so now you had to fill the album with some other songs. So,
we had a lot of originals.
Okay.
Yeah, that we filled the album with.
Okay. And still selling there on Amazon or anything?
Oh yeah, sure. Yeah, it's kind of hard to get. But,
Do you ever get any mail from around the country saying, "Hey, can I have your autograph?"
all over. Yes. And recently somebody called me up about a One-Hit Wonders book that they're putting together, and I'm in there. And
Talked about recently, you were just down in, was it Tennessee?
oh yeah,
Yeah, talk about that.
That was a great concert.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was this past November. And I flew into Memphis, and they drove us to Jackson, Tennessee, where we performed at the Carl Perkins Civic Center. And that was pretty awesome. I played with, the Classics 4 and the Buckinghams.
Really?
And, it was pretty cool.
Groups from the 60s.
Yeah,
Great. All right, so, so you're in California, and of course you open up to some big rock stars who had maybe 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. How did it feel then? All of a sudden, here's this kid from Brooklyn, and now you're nationally known. How did it feel?
Let me tell you, Dennis, it's a feeling that I will never forget. It was just so awesome opening up for Buddy Miles
Buddy
at the
Miles,
Whiskey a
Electric
Go-Go.
Flag.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Played the
Electric Flag.
drums,
Yeah. And
Well,
that
my
was-
mind is going through these changes.
Yeah, my mind is going through them changes.
I still have that album, yeah.
Yeah, so we opened up for him at the Whiskey a Go-Go. And then the next day
Whiskey
we
a
did...
Go-Go, that's where the Doors started.
Yes.
Ah,
Yes.
See, I told you, legitimate
On
rock
that
star.
stage, and it was great because they had a lot of writings on the wall.
Yeah. So you signed your name too?
Oh, of course.
Wow.
Yeah, I did that at CBGB's too.
Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, CBGB's, when we played there, that was a great club. The whole back wall was filled with people that were there, and I remember seeing, Debbie Harry's name there,
Yeah.
and the Ramones later on, and
Yeah.
that was pretty cool.
Well, I tell you what, you have an anniversary coming up, if I do recall, of American Bandstand, National, Dick Clark. But let's go back to another video. You like my hat, by the way?
Love it. I'm jealous, because that means you must have been away getting nice and suntanned.
That's right. Now, let's go to another video. Here's my man Pepe, and Live and Kickin's the band. And what do we got coming up, do you know?
Well, I believe it's the video
Through the years,
of
was it?
Tighter and Tighter Through the Years.
Okay.
And we started off with 1970, and we, as the song is playing in the background, you see all the different configurations of the musicians that are Live and Kicking, all the way up to the present.
Oh, who put that together?
Tighter and Tighter.
Who put that together?
A friend of mine named Luke Brack, who does my my website.
Okay.
And he lives in Connecticut, and
All right.
he and I put
We're
that
going to watch
together.
your monitor, and let's take a look at our good friend Pepe and Tighter Through the Years. Take a look at the monitor.
It opened up my eyes and you reached out and you took my